All right, what's up? John, nice to see you. I was just thinking about it, man. The sun's out. I don't know the last time I talked to you when the sun's still out.
Yeah, I mean, it won't be out for long. These days are short, but yeah, we still got a little bit of daylight.
Isn't that crazy? It's like sun's setting at 4:49, I think, today, or something absolutely ridiculous. But anyway,
Yeah,
happy
you call
Thursday.
this depressing times, but it's okay.
Happy 3-game winning streak. It doesn't really feel like it. Let's just get into it. That's the obvious. But winning 3 games in October/November doesn't really matter how you win. You just have to win. But why don't we get into what it looks like this weekend? Because it's the ultimate, not trap game. It's just a divisional road game. And, so why don't we analyze it from that perspective? What do you think of Cleveland? What's the game plan? What are you worried about? What's on your mind?
Yeah, I mean, first thing comes to my mind, and I kind of already knew this. It's always a kind of a smart play to take divisional dogs, but you've seen it the past few weeks. A lot of teams that aren't necessarily good playing against a really good divisional opponent, getting a lot of points, and there's a lot of teams that are covering or winning, i.e. the Dolphins last week, which I picked, and they just dominate. The Bills. In that case, the Bills just obviously coming off the high of beating the Chiefs, and the Dolphins made it a point to take it to them, and they crushed them. The Raiders played the Broncos well. The Vikings beat the Lions 2 weeks ago as a big dog. The Saints beat the Panthers. It just happens a lot. These division teams they know each other well. They don't like each other. They get up for these games even if they're not technically good.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, from that angle, I think we've lost 3 of the last 4 years in Cleveland. Some of them we might not have had Lamar, but either way, Cleveland plays us tough there. And I'm sure even though they're having a bad year, I'm sure they have this one circled on their calendar. Like, hey.
I just want to, don't you agree that we can run the football, let Dylan Gabriel beat the Browns for us? Because I feel great about the defense. Kyle Hamilton feels like he's in 4 different spots at once.
Right. And that's what. And then on the other side, besides like the worry about maybe they're up for this game as a divisional dog, but yeah, like I don't see their offense doing much against us. If they win the game, they're going to have to turn us over.
Yeah,
and Garrett's going to have to go crazy, and they're going to have to stop the run, kind of like they did the first game against us, where they definitely stopped us on the ground, and it was a pretty even game besides the turnovers. So
yeah,
they're 100% going to have to win the turnover battle if they want to have any chance in this game.
I definitely agree. And I don't really care how they beat the Vikings. I kind of like the fact that it was sloppy, meaning, we didn't look great. The Vikings went up 7-0. And this particular week, what I'm looking forward to is just not making mistakes. If it takes longer than we'd like and we haven't put the game away until about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, that really won't bother me. I just don't want to see sloppiness. So,
offensively, even though we didn't turn it over, we were pretty sloppy. It took us a while to get going, and our red zone performance wasn't good. Kept kicking field goals, but yeah, the defense for once they kept us in the game. I thought were very good. We didn't get like so many sacks, but we got good pressure on McCarthy. I think the new guy Jones played definitely an impact.
mm-hmm.
The rookies are getting better. Mike Green's making plays. Buchanan's everywhere. Starks another interception.
I feel like John Jenkins, excuse me. Wow. I feel like John Jenkins has been a great addition ever since the Stafford play where he got the trifecta, sacked him, forced the fumble, and recovered it. Yep. Without studying each and every run play, it feels like he's doing a great job of solidifying it. Feels like he's getting a lot of snaps. The pass rush isn't quite there, but to their defense,
it's better than it has been. At least, it's causing some sort of problems for the offense.
And the Vikings do a pretty good job up front. So there was way too many plays. I thought the game really turned. I mean, it's been interesting during this 3-game winning streak because it felt like the game turned for the Bears by not converting in the red zone, and they just couldn't recover from it. The Dolphins, same thing. They had a chance to put points on the board. They couldn't do it. And then the Vikings coming out of the second half, they were able to stop us. McCarthy's got the first down if he just scrambles on that play. Instead, throws the interception. Justin Jefferson looks like he'd rather be anywhere besides catching balls from McCarthy. And they just didn't put the game away at the very end, which is that's the most concerning part about the whole thing is like, why do the Vikings still have the ball and there's time on the clock? Like the game should have been over, but
yeah, that was Yeah, that was annoying on kind of both fronts. They never really should have had a chance to get within one score. To me, I'm biased, but this pass interference calls they kept calling, I thought were mostly all bad. Roquan's interception, it was close.
Tough one.
They could have kept it as a pick. There was another lucky fourth down against us, which it seems every other week they're getting, like that bobble that I don't know if it was Addison or Naylor got to get them within the red zone, and then they scored on fourth down too also. So I think they got a little lucky to even be back in the game later. But
yeah. So
our offense couldn't get a first down when we needed to. But yeah, again, the defense was the anchor in that game.
Yeah. Ultimately,
they're playing a lot better.
They should be okay this week, but we'll find out. All right. Well, now that we're recording early, we can at least do a few minutes on the Thursday night game. But let's follow you here. You went 4-1 last week. It was a good week for you. And we're doing this early enough. We don't have a tremendous amount of time. So let's just kind of dive into it. What are your 5 games for this week? And do you have anything on the Thursday game?
Yeah, that's actually where I was going to start.
Oh, well then great. We can start.
There's no like X's and O's or any true, I guess, good knowledge I have on this. A lot of times for games, I just go with my gut and my feel. And here, literally, divisional dog. And I feel like when divisional dogs are on the road, especially, there's like literally no pressure. There's no expectations. And like they get up for this one game. So this is, to me, is the Jets game. Even though they're on a 2-game win streak, they did not play well last week. They won.
Right, they haven't won in
2 special teams touchdowns.
They haven't lost in 3 weeks because they had a bye week in between there. So they're 2-7.
They got rid of all their players last week, and here they are. New England obviously is good. I did not expect them to be this good. But there's certain teams and certain times when I don't think teams are ready to be a 14-point favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is one of them. So it's just the gut I have. I think the Jets play it somewhat close and can cover this 13.5-point number.
Well, I got a strong feeling on this game. I love the under tonight. I think this is a gift because I know how the coaches are going to come out with this game. I don't pretend to know every single time what the game plan is, but when you know what the game plan is, it makes it easier to handicap. And I just know that Vrabel could care less about anything besides just winning this game. Like, it's not an opportunity to show off Drake May. Maybe if he had an offensive coach, they might look at this as like, oh, my quarterback could be the MVP. Let's introduce him tonight. I think it's the opposite. I think it's like, let's just run the football, shorten the game. It's Thursday. And from the Jets' perspective, Aaron Glenn's a defensive coach. And Justin Fields is not like allowed to throw the football. I mean, if you're
exactly what I was going to say. They ran it like 30 times versus passing it 11 last week.
So if you think that Patriots defense is going to hold the Jets down, especially in the first half, I don't think the Patriots are going to try explosive plays. So excuse me, goodness gracious. I really like the under tonight. I got it at 43.5. You like the Jets. That'll be your first game.
Usually they'll go hand in hand, a big underdog and an under. Like hopefully they both come in.
Thank you. There you go. All right. What's the second game?
Second game, it's actually I'm going chronologically. So we'll go to the 1:00 slate. I'm gonna keep picking against the Bills. I've said it multiple times that I don't
big
think
number.
they're very good.
I'm surprised at 6 points.
Yeah, it's big because they're back home after a bad loss, and I mean maybe the books think they're gonna put up a lot of points, which they might. But I think their defense is really bad. The Tampa can also put up a lot of points.
I agree.
Tampa's struggling a bit. I mean, I feel like both these teams have seen better days, but I think they're both still at least solid teams, and I like to take in the 5.5 with Baker against this. I don't think the Bills have a very good defense.
What did you think of the loss last week, though, to Tampa? From Tampa to New England, the spread was ridiculous. It was begging you to take Tampa. I thought about it all.
It was, that was my one loss. Was Tampa? I really thought Tampa would win that game.
They didn't look good.
Truth be told, anytime the Ravens are on, I'm not really watching or paying attention to any other games. So I really just like follow a little bit on my phone and see kind of the scoring and all that. But
they didn't look good for sure. I watched a good amount of the highlights of the game, and they just got beat up front. That was kind of a red flag, but Buffalo doesn't strike me as the team to beat you up front. I don't know if they have the weapons to take advantage of the Bucs secondary. So I lean Tampa there.
Right.
It's like too many points.
Yeah. Taking Tampa. It's my second pick. Third one, I've been picking against this team, or I just don't think they're very good for a while now, is I'm going against Jacksonville again, and I'm taking the Chargers. I think Jacksonville is going to – even though they have an easy schedule, they somehow might sneak in. They got the Titans left to play them twice and a couple other easy teams. But I think the Chargers are solid enough where they go in, and Jacksonville's really not a home field advantage. I think the Chargers win this game.
I'm surprised that's 3 points. It's kind of begging you to take Chargers the way Jacksonville blew the game last week, but it is West Coast to East Coast. But Harbaugh's such a good coach. Jacksonville, I can't believe they lost last week. That killed me last week. That was ridiculous.
I got the win on Houston. They didn't deserve to win, but Jacksonville. I saw the box score at halftime. They had 20 points, but like 90 yards.
I know
this team sucks.
I know they do.
Lawrence is just regressing every year, it seems, and they don't have a lot of weapons. I know they're injured, but yeah, I still don't think they're a good team.
I like the Chargers. Just feels a little too easy, but yeah, my gut instincts on the Chargers. All right, so you got Chargers.
Yep.
That's 3 of them, and the next
and then we're at 4 o'clock slate. It's 1-3 in a row. We Ravens have won 3 in a row. I'm going back.
You're gonna do it again. You're gonna 7.5.
Yep, I think it. Like we were saying, I think it could be close for a while, and then maybe and hopefully we pull away in the fourth quarter, end up winning by 14. I just don't think the Browns will be able to do enough on offense. And again, as long as we take care of the ball, we should be able to win the game. I don't know, 24, 27 to 13, something like that. Yeah,
Go for it. 1-3 in a row.
Yeah, I'm going to keep riding with the Ravens there. And then one of the biggest games of the week, Sunday Night Football, great game. I'm taking Detroit plus 2.5.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. All right, tell me what.
Yeah. I just think they're a better team than the Eagles. If the Eagles do one, I mean, they're going to keep doing it. But their freaking tush push is so annoying, and it's so officiated poorly that they have to get rid of it after this year. I don't see it staying around. It's not a football play. There's a false start on half of them that the refs either are not looking or can't officiate it for whatever reason. It's really bad for the game, I think.
I don't think anybody disagrees. Yeah, it's
just dumb. And besides the tush push, I just don't. Their offense has been bad for weeks. There's something going on with them. I just straight up think the Lions are better.
Really? So to me, I like the Lions. I want to see the Lions win outside. I want to see
better than they used to be. They used to only win at home, but
I want to
since
see
Campbell, they've changed their ways.
Yeah, I'd like to see him win this game before I bet on it. I would. It is weird that they're begging you to take the Eagles minus 2.5. All the games are begging me to take it. When I say begging you to take, just what I mean by that is I love the team and I love the line. And I don't like to have the arrogance that I'm just, oh my goodness, I guess this is just easy money this week because I'm so smart. And
a lot of times that's wrong.
Right. But I'm also not in favor of making your opinions based on the lines. I think if you do that,
you should go. Yeah, you should pick the team first and then see the line. Right?
Exactly. So this was the. All right. Well, listen. Life's a little different. So. Coaching high school basketball now, so I'm on high school basketball time as far as podcast.
Sweet. Did they start any games yet, or just practice?
No, yesterday was actually last day of tryouts. So that's always, you know what the worst part is?
You're starting to make some cuts.
Well, no, everybody gets cut. I mean, all the cuts were made yesterday, but the worst part is when you cut when a kid's. So this year I'm an assistant coach, so it's really I don't have the burden of making the final decision or delivering the bad news, but I'm sitting in the room and the worst feeling is when the kid is genuinely shocked and you didn't think that, like, you thought the kid had enough self-awareness to be like, of course, like, just you weren't very good at basketball, but it really hurts your feelings when the kid is like out of nowhere surprised that like I'm cut, and it's like, and you don't. I felt like the coach didn't have a lot of words to explain why exactly, because it was like it was kind of an obvious thing. So anyway, back on as far as our pod's concerned, you got 2 little ones, so doing it late at night was most convenient. We'll probably get back to that. We'll figure it out here for the rest of the season. But thanks for making yourself available, and good luck on the games.
I got one more thing to say. If
Go for it.
people out there are Ravens fans, I think you should give these things a watch on YouTube. It's called Ravens Wired. I think they do an incredible job. Our Ravens marketing and production team, they like, they go back to the previous game and have all these sound bites and clips from the previous week, probably in preparing for the game and the actual game. I think Ravens Wire is really entertaining and fun. I think people should give it a watch. I've been watching it for years, especially after wins. It's very exciting to kind of recap and see what the players are actually saying on the field. I think it's really cool to see. So
yeah,
I suggest you watch them if you want, and then anyone else out there. Ravens Wire.
Well, they're definitely easy to root for when they play defense. Like I think, we just need them to play hard. And for a portion of the season, when you see everybody injured, and then it feels like, damn, we can't play run defense. It's hard to root for a team like that. But yeah, the effort's been there. I can deal with random bad things in football. But all right, well, that's cool. Appreciate you saying that. Have a good rest of your day. I'll be here tomorrow. Good luck on the games tonight. Whatever you're doing, be careful about giving all those points with the Patriots. All right. See you, Bob.
Yep. All right, Ryan. Take care.